And hello everybody, thank you for joining me on another video here on the What's the Story channel. We are in Harandar. We have completed all of our side quest chains, and we are at the next dungeon now, the Blinding Vale. Alright, now, I went ahead and picked this quest up. This quest becomes available when you finish the main storyline in Harandar. At least after the first time you finish it, it becomes available. The quest does anyway, and we get it from, if memory serves, I picked it up after I finished the main storyline from this zone. I want to say we get it from Hagar. Don't hold me to that, but I think we get it from her while they're in Silvermoon. So let's go ahead and read the quest here real quick, so you guys know what's going on. So this is, I believe it's Hagar. We'll say Hagar for now. All right. So when we speak with her up in Silvermoon, we pick up this quest, and she says, "We have traced Ruia's flight through the rootways. As we suspected, he has sought refuge deep within the Blinding Vale, where the Lightbloom first took root within Harandar. With Ondust empowering our command of life, we are able to keep the Lightbloom from spreading uncontrolled. But we will run out of Ondust long before Ruia runs out of patience. Ruia is wise and powerful, but his actions in Eversong prove that his conviction has grown into an uncontrollable fanaticism. He must be stopped." So we're gonna go take out Ruia in this dungeon. I thought he would maybe be a raid boss for all I know, but no. Apparently he's just the big baddie that leads him to being the nasty boss at the end of this particular dungeon. So that is that. So first things first, let's go ahead and read up on the dungeon here a little bit. We will see the overview and read the descriptions of the four bosses that we have for this one first, and then we'll queue up. And while we're in line, we will we'll do a little bit more focus on gameplay on this one, as we usually do on the dungeon videos, and we see what it takes to take down the bosses, and we'll go over the fights. So first and foremost, let's see what we got here. Okay. So the description of the dungeon itself, the Blinding Vale. The Blinding Vale sprouted instantly from within the Lightbloom. Rutani emerged and spread the Lightbloom in their wake. After the Lightbloom's defeat in Eversong, Orwena began surgical strikes to keep the Lightbloom in check, but the hideous glare of the Blinding Vale hides a garden where the Lightbloom cultivates new creatures and magic to drive forward their one fanatical imperative: growth unstoppable. Yes, we will consume all. It's basically it's the blob in plant form when it comes right to it. All right. So let's talk about our four bosses that we have to face during this dungeon. Our opening boss is something called the Light Blossom Trinity. It is a Lightbloom that suffered a terrible defeat. I'm sorry. No. Try that again. Okay, so it says, "The Lightbloom has suffered a terrible defeat, but like the Rutani, it imbues, it changes. These light-blossomed Rutani fanatically propagate their vicious and invasive garden." Alright, so it's a trio of Rutani that we have to face. And it's, one is named Metik, one is named Lekshi, and the third is named Keskit. All right, so we have it's an evil Rutani trio that we have for our first one. Okay, boss number 2 is Ikuz, the Light Hunter. Let's see. Ikuz is a fearsome carnivore who once stalked prey throughout Harandar. Now the Light Hunter has succumbed to the overwhelming power of the Lightbloom, and his insatiable hunger serves its growth. All right, so it's just one of the tyrannosaurs, basically, I think, in of the realm that just gets overtaken by the Lightbloom. Okay, and so it's a tyrannosaur. Yep, it's one of these guys. Yes. So this guy is probably big. This is probably a big dude right here. We are probably no bigger than halfway up his ankle. I'm probably sure this is a big old plant T-Rex that we're going to have to take out here. Alright, and boss... Oh, this is interesting. Ruia is not the final boss of this dungeon. He's the third boss of the dungeon. Okay, let's see what the story here is then. Okay, so first of all, and now instead of rootwarden, he is now Lightwarden Ruia. All right, the once respected rootwarden Ruia could not defeat the Lightbloom on his own. His wounded pride led him to drawing power from the Lightbloom and using it to punish all others instead of aiding his allies. Yes, he uses it for power instead of for help. All right, and this is and that's what he looks like. Usually, but we have and he's a druid, so he has other forms. All right, so he has an owl moonkin sort of form, and he has a bear bat, probably tank sort of form. All right, so he's going to transform several times over the course of the fight. Okay, and the final boss is something named Zieket. Ziekket. Zieket. We'll say Zieket. We'll go with that. Okay. So what is Zieket? Born from the Lightbloom's epicenter, Zieket was spawned and incubated by light-infested Rutani to create an unstoppable engine of the Lightbloom's expansion. Okay, so this is a monstrosity that was created by the Rutani. Okay, was Zieket the creature that influenced Ruia to join the dark side, shall we say? Is that what the story there is, perhaps? I guess we'll find out when we come in. All right, he's a nasty-looking guy. All right, he looks like a walking tree stump, basically. That's walking tree stump. That's pretty much what he looks like right there. All right, so okay, well, those are the 4 bosses, guys. That's who we're going to be fighting in this thing. So let's go ahead and queue up. All right, let's get in line for our dungeon. Blinding Veil, bada bing, and bada boom. Okay, now while we are in line, let's go ahead and learn about our fights for these characters. All right, first of all, let's see what we got to do to take out the Light Blossom Trinity. All right, so overview. The trio of Lightbloom Rutani work in tandem to sow and nurture a Light Blossom garden. A Mythic creates fertile loam that is then planted by Lekshi's Light Sour Dash. Kezkit rapidly germinates the flora with Light Blossom Bean until they burst in a Light Bloom overgrowth. Okay, so it's kind of like I guess their abilities all kind of work with each other to lead to something a whole lot worse that happens to us, apparently. So let's see. Medic creates fertile loam, and the loam is it slows player. Okay, so loam is a slow. Loam is a slowdown. All right, and Light Sour Dash. Lekshi dashes between patches of fertile loam, inflicting 50,000 holy damage to players in their path and sowing a light bloom at each destination. All right. Okay. Okay. So the loam is it's little patches. It's patches of nasty dirt on the ground that slow us down if we walk through it, basically. All right. So it's not an attack that slows us down. It's something on the ground that slows us down. All right. And let's see. Evil Rutani number 2 has a dash attack that basically takes a big chunk of HP if we get hit by that. Let's see. Kezkit rapidly germinates the floor with a Light Blossom Beam. Okay, channels a beam of light on each last Light Blossom seed, inflicting 20,000 holy damage. All right, then the seed applying stacks of Light Gorged. So standing within the beam stifles the seed's growth and prevents the application of it. Oh, okay. So the beam gets so there are like seeds around the area that if they get infused with too much light, they explode possibly and cause massive damage. So we have to when the beam comes out from the Rutani, we got to stand in front of the beam to keep the seed from getting energy and then doing whatever it does when it gets enough energy. All right. All right. Light blue. Okay. Light orange. Okay. Light blossoms gain an increasing amount of light gorged unless the rays of light blossom beam are blocked. All right. So Alright, Light Gorge. The concentrated enemy powers the Light Blossom, increasing its damage inflicted by 50% with each application. Okay. Okay, alright, so the Blossoms, basically give the party members a debuff, and it gets empowered with the Light Blossom Beam, which is what we have to attack. I'm sorry, which is what we have to stand in front of, so the blossoms get blocked. All right, so that's how that works. All right, damage taken is shared between the shared damage, shared damage. Okay, so that's good to know. So it's not one, it's not one particular one we got to fight over the others. This isn't like some of the other duo or trio bosses where it's one or you got to pick which one you want to go down first and strategize. It's shared HP, so they all go down at once. All right, so share all damage taken. Yes, okay. Let's see. For the healers. Healers have to look out for something called Thornblade that causes random players to bleed for high damage. Ooh, okay, so Lexi, Lexi does a backstab, and that's a bleed attack. It's a nasty little bleed attack, so that's one that... so healers, keep an eye on the party members to see if anybody gets Thornblade, because if they get Thornblade, you're going to want to put some progressive healing spells on them. And for the tanks have an extra... attack they have to look out for called Bedrock Slam, and that creates that's what creates the patches of the loam. That's the gunk on the ground that gives us the slowdown. Strikes the primary target with immense force, inflicting 50,000 nature damage and 138,000 physical damage. Ooh, okay. So when the slam attack gets hit from is done by Metic, then that's the one that causes a huge, massive amount of damage. So big old heal on tank when Bedrock Slam hits healers. Okay, all right. So on to that's the first boss. All right, that's how we take care of that one. For the second boss, for our giant plant Tyrannosaur. Let's see. Izuk entangles players in Bloodthorn roots to immobilize its prey. Ooh, so he's got an immobile thing. At 100 energy, he fixates on a player with a bloodthirsty gaze and attempts to incise them. Oh, this sounds like he's gonna eat somebody. All right, so the Bloodthorn roots, inflicting them and rooting them in place until... Oh, okay, so that's one. Okay, so we get hit with roots. If you see players that have the roots on them, kill the roots, so it frees your friends. This is one of the focus ones, and in size, upon reaching the prey, chomps down on the player, causing them to bleed 55 for 3 seconds. Okay, so it's a big old chomp that causes a lot of damage. All right, well, that's all we got. That's all we can do for now, because we're going in. We're going into the Vale. Let's do it. All right, well, we learned about the first two bosses. Well, the first one for sure, the second one a little bit. The other two we may be flying blind.
All dust is limited, so we must go to the areas where the Lightbloom is most active.
All right. Here's our
A large attack only causes the Lightbloom to spread. A few, striking the most dangerous, that is best.
And of course, we got a tank that pulls a whole lot. Tanks are getting cocky these days. They have tanks in WoW tend to pull a whole lot. They really, really do. All right. So we have. Okay, we got that. Sorry, guys. Did I get? I'm sorry. I thought I heard a noise. Did I get? Did I have? Nope. Okay. No. Nope. I'm imagining things. Okay. All right. Anyway, where were we? Okay. All right. Sorry. Okay. Completely zoned on that whole first fight. We got a little bit of loot right here. Okay. Get all that plant protein. You know, there's a few recipes that require that plant protein, so we got to keep up with that for sure. All right. Then we got. Oh man. That tank pulling a lot. Oh. And I almost... No. You are the one that's gonna pay. Yes, he has. We got it? Okay. Got it all. Okay. Alright, then we move along. go. Oh, we're going through here. Okay. I want to make sure I didn't accidentally pull that other Rutani group right there. Yes, we're in the right spot. Okay. Try and stay in the center and try to not pull all these extra guys. Oh, and those are the, that's the boss. Those are the bosses right there. Okay. Ah. Here we go. Here's our big baddies. Here's our nasties. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Alright, okay, those patches on the ground are the ones that cause the slowdown. So we gotta avoid that for sure. Tough. I think most of the I think the team. Oh yikes! Yeah, had to get out of that stuff right there, and that was bad. Okay, all we gotta do is watch where we step, and I think we'll be good. Got him. There we go. Bada bam. They go down. You'll go down. All right. And there is... Oh, and Iku's is very, very close. We don't have far to go for that second boss at all. All right. Get out of the way of that shit. Our big baddie, our evil plant tyrannosaur right here. There's that verdant stomp, all right. Thorn collar roar. All right. Oh, that's okay. That's just kind of a close by kind of thing. Oh, we're rooted. All right, gotta get the things off. Okay. Anyone else rooted? No one else is rooted. Okay. Keep an eye on your team members. Make sure they're all good to go. Just got to avoid the crap on the ground, and we're good. All right. Oh, do the tanks kite them through these nasties on the ground? Does that help things out a little bit, maybe?
us below.
Plant dinosaur goes down.
I would not expose them to the Lightbloom long.
Okay, so these guys are taking us down. These are the pedal wings, right? Yeah, they're pedal wings. Okay. Okay, now they... Oh, and we're going... Oh, wow. This is... Wow, we're very quickly going from boss to boss to boss right here. Unless... Which way are we going? Which way are we going? I'm following these guys. So is there a way around? Okay, we just purposely avoided... Okay, there's Ruia in the distance here, so we got to take care of our big old trash mobs here. And clear all of
the Lightbloom. I can restore the Varanir to what we must be, but you stand in my way.
To what we must be. What you want them to be. That's what you want. Oh man. Ugh. Tank pulling everybody. All right. Oh, come on, tank. I can't... Melee DPS cannot get damage done when you've got all the baddies in the middle of crap, basically, you know? Yep. Oh, and he starts off as the owl character. Already got him halfway done. All right. So okay. Now we got nasty tank form. Basically, I'm just getting out of the way of whatever he throws. I'm just staying off to the side. This is great boss-sounding magic. This is very... the boss music is very reminiscent of, like, classic SNES. Boom, got him. Got him. Fantastic. Still no loot, man.
Is this what Lightbloom does?
I cannot get loot from these guys to save my life. Shit. Alright. Alright, well, no matter. It doesn't... It's all good. We got 3 out of 4, and we are...
A precision attack. I should have called for everyone. That looks dangerous. We must destroy it before they finish infusing it.
Alright, yes, this is the last creature that everyone in the realm is infusing. Or everything in the dungeon. All of the mobs, all of the light infused bad guys in the dungeon are infusing. Hydra we're gonna have to take out for sure. All right. And the Rutani see us coming, and they're running to us. All right. Damn it, alright. Well, hey, good on the healer for taking care of business there, man. This is the random light infused living tree that is the source of the light corruption that has been empowered. I get the idea behind the boss, but it really doesn't make sense. I would have liked it a lot more if this was our third boss and Ruia was our last boss. That would have made so much more sense. Because we aren't given an explanation about why this thing is more important than Ruia was, who was a main portion of the storyline and of the entire quest chain leading up to this quest. Well, it matters not, because we almost got him. Alright, we're close. We're close. You're going down. Seek it. There we go. What is coupon collector? Okay, that's what that is. Alright. Well, there we go. And okay, and there's that. Ooh, I think I won this one. A Vale Root Fountain. Nice. Fantastic. Alright, well that does it, guys. Okay, well, okay. And there's no more... okay, there's no more dialogue in here anywhere. So where do we turn this in at? We turn this in the den. Okay. Well, I guess that'll do it. Let's go ahead and add my decor piece real quick. So there we go. There's our Vale Root Fountain. And... okay, let's go ahead and leave the dungeon. I didn't see anything else that was there. I didn't see any other dialogue to be had with any other characters. I didn't see Orwena had anything for us. Unless there was a dialogue bubble above her that I just didn't see. Which I don't think there was, but, you know, with my luck there probably was. There was probably that one little extra bit of story that I just didn't notice. Alright, let's go ahead and dive bomb into the den so we can turn this sucker in. Ooh. I do love the visuals that we get when we when I dive bomb into whatever area I'm going to. All right. Oh, and from above, that's that nice little overhead view of going deep into the den right here. Oh, wait a minute. We gotta go up. They're outside. Okay, right here, right here. This is where we turn it in, and we turn it into Orwena. Okay.
Your path leads you here.
So it is done then. Ruia's demise is a tragedy. You never knew him as such, but he once was a man of honor and conviction. To think that the light would blind him so completely to the folly of his ambitions. In the end, he thought he was doing what was best for Harindar. I can only hope this soul finds both peace and forgiveness as it sees Alnhara in death. As it seeks Alnhara in death, yes. Yes, you know, it's, as is the case with all true villains, is the, every true villain believes that they are the hero. Okay. So a hand and 189. Well, none of these are going to be upgrades. So I'll just pick whichever one I can vend for the most money. We'll do that. Okay. All right. Well, there you go, guys. That concludes. That concludes the dungeon. That is the Blinding Veil. We have one more bad guy that we have taken out. He has met his comeuppance for being blinded by the dark side, and we got a whole bunch of interesting light creatures while we were in there. So not too much for the story, but it does put the period on the end of the portion of the story that was Ruia, unfortunately. So we will not see him again unless he is reincarnated at some point, I mean, you never know. It's Warcraft, so these characters come back on a whim for random reasons that they will invent if they're popular enough. But we may not see him again. I think Ruia may be gone for good. All right, so there you go, guys. We are all through there. Thank you very much for joining me on this video. When we come back on our next one, we will head on back to Silvermoon, and I think we'll probably go ahead and start with Arathor's quest line. I believe that's going to be what's coming up next. So, thank you once again, guys, for joining me. As always, like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit that notification bell. I want to get this channel growing a little bit more. I want people talking about the story, talking about the characters. I want your opinions on what these characters are doing within the story and what they will be doing throughout the course of Midnight and beyond, if you think they will be lasting beyond Midnight. Do you think any of these characters will not survive Midnight, or they will, and they will become very important down the road? I want to hear what you guys think. Any opinions that you may have, or if you saw that there was anything I said that you want to touch on, or if there's anything that I missed that you want to bring to my attention and touch on. Leave a comment in the comment section. I want to talk to somebody out there. All right, so that indeed will do it. And like I said, when we return, we will head on back to Silvermoon and head on to our next portion of the main quest line. So, thank you once again, guys. We'll see you back up in Silvermoon. Ta-ta for now.